Never ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Number 2, ignore them. Don't listen to other people. Live a life that's empowering to you. Number 3, give it time. Time heals everything. Number 4, don't compare. The only person you should try to be is the person you were yesterday. Number 5, stay calm. It's okay not to have everything figured out. Know that in time, you'll get there. Number 6, it's on you. Only you are in charge of your happiness. Number 7, smile. Life is short. Enjoy it while you can. A boy who never hears, "I'm proud of you," grows into a man who never feels enough. He measures his worth in tasks completed, in how well he can carry the weight of silence. He becomes the man who stays late at work, who laughs a little too hard at the jokes that sting, who hides his trembling hands behind steady ones, afraid someone might notice the cracks. He learns to love with his whole being, but it feels like giving from an empty cup. He aches for the things he doesn't know how to name. Not success, not admiration, but something softer, something that doesn't ask. But someday, he will look in the mirror, into eyes he's avoided for too long, and he will see not the boy who wasn't held, not the man who wasn't praised, but someone who kept going, someone who built a life with hands that never let go, someone worthy of love. You've always been enough. It's true. And I'm so damn proud of you.
One of the greatest tragedies in life is that you will always be loved more than you will ever know. Someone in your class finds your presence inviting and warm, even if you've only exchanged a few words with them, or maybe none at all. Someone on the street loves your smile, and it brightens their path for the next few blocks. Someone you used to be friends with still wishes to fondly call your name. Even someone you were friends with 5 years ago would give anything to be in the same room as you today. Someone who regularly comes into work is disappointed when you aren't there to brighten their day. Someone missed you today. Someone noticed when you were gone. Someone loves you when you're there. Someone loves you when you're nowhere to be found at all. You may think you have always disappeared when you're no longer in the picture, but you've never left the frame.
Just because you're going through a bad time right now doesn't mean you're not going to get a great ending. Just because things are slow and nothing's moving and it's failure after failure does not define how your entire life is going to go. You control your future. That's it. So yes, the past might have seemed tough, but why are you thinking about that when there's so much possibility to the direction you're going in the future? The choices you make today craft your tomorrow. And how exciting is that? That it's literally all in your hands, all of this power to create any sort of life you could have ever dreamed of.
Don't cry after hearing this. The saddest people try their hardest to make everyone happy, because they know what it's like to feel absolutely worthless, to feel like you are not wanted anywhere, to feel like it doesn't matter if you are present or not, to feel like nobody cares if you even exist. And the people who know these feelings don't want anyone else to feel like this, so they try their hardest to keep everyone happy around them. If you're one of those, let me say this for you. You too deserve love. You are the best thing your parents got. You are the best thing people around you have. Don't lose hope. You are not alone. If you don't leave your past in the past, it will destroy your future. Live for what today has to offer, not for what yesterday has taken away.
The key to growing into the best version of yourself is making peace with all of the versions that existed before. I know when you feel you're like, okay, I hurt this person, or I messed up in this instance, or I shouldn't have done this. So much of the time we are haunted by our past mistakes, and it literally leaves us stagnant on our self-development journey. You are sacrificing your future and all the power you have in the present to keep replaying what's happened in the past and what's already been done, so that you just prolong the process of living in a place that doesn't even exist anymore. If you wake up every single day and you are so attached to the past and reminiscing and looking back on photos and thinking about what you did, you are going to have baggage all of the time. You need to make peace with your past so that you can flourish in your present and actually plan in your best ability efficiently for your future.
The healer also needs healing. The planner also needs surprises. The giver also needs to receive. The thoughtful also needs to be thought of. The considerate also needs to be considered. You're never going to be 100% ready, and it's never going to be just the right time. But that's the point. It means that every moment is also the right moment. If you want it, you just have to do it. I hope you quit overthinking, replaying failed scenarios, feeding self-doubt, and seeing the good in everyone but yourself. If you feel off, go back to nourishing the basics of what makes you, you. Remember that you once dreamed of being where you are now. People who can't communicate think everything is an argument. People who lack accountability think everything is an attack. The people who are meant to be in your life are the ones who know how to gently wait for you to heal. Every relationship will seem boring after you've been together for years. Love isn't a feeling. It's a commitment to love every day, physically and emotionally. It's difficult. It's not always laughing, smiles, and fun. People tend to quit when it stops being fun, and they look for someone else because they think the spark is gone. But that's not how it works. If you want somebody to never give up on you and love you unconditionally, then do the same for them. Be the reason that your spark stays ignited. Be the reason that you find new ways to make your love feel new. Great relationships are nothing like the movies. You don't just fall in love and have a perfect relationship forever. They are unbreakable bonds that are willing to stand through anything and come out the other side even stronger. It takes loving someone when you don't want to, when they aren't the easiest to deal with, and even when they're hard to love. That's the realest love you could have. The right person, the wrong time, the right script, the wrong line, the right poem, the wrong rhyme, and a piece of you that was never mine. Your older brother was probably the first person who ever hurt you, and the first person who'd hurt anyone who tried to hurt you. He teased you until you cried, but the moment someone else tries, he'll be the first to stand up for you. He called you names, but his voice was the loudest when cheering for you. He pushed your buttons, but only to toughen you up for a world that wouldn't go easy on you. He'll never say, "I love you," out loud, but his actions have always screamed it, in ways words never could. Older brothers are the quiet protectors, always ready to step in when the world gets too heavy, even when they pretend they don't care. They love you in their own stubborn, complicated, unspoken way. They will never admit it, but they are proud of what you've become, because that's what brothers do. They love without needing to be seen, and protect without needing to be asked. To all of you, thank you. Sex is not love. Going on dates is not love. Talking to someone 24/7 is not love. Laying up is not love. Love is somebody seeing you in your absolute worst and still loving you the same. It's somebody making stuff happen for you when you can't. It's somebody holding you and calming you down while you're pouring your eyes out. It's somebody voicing all the good things about you when all you see is the bad. It's somebody praying for you. It's somebody that can hear you when you're quiet. Somebody that's faithful behind your back. It's somebody that cuts off anybody that makes you feel uncomfortable. Somebody that can make you laugh and smile when you're down. Somebody that chooses you every day. That's love. And if you ever get the chance to experience it, don't play with it. Here's the truth, gentlemen. Being handsome doesn't keep a woman. Being honest doesn't keep a woman. Being loyal doesn't keep a woman. Treating a woman well doesn't keep a woman. Being there for her doesn't keep a woman. Caring about her doesn't keep a woman. Making an effort doesn't keep a woman. Paying attention doesn't keep a woman. Spending time with her doesn't keep a woman. You could have the best attributes, the best intentions, the most sincere feelings, and you still wouldn't be able to keep her, because the only way to keep a woman is if that woman wants to be kept by you. You can't force her to stay. You can't beg her to love you. You can't love her until she loves you back. With a woman, you know she wants to stay when things get tough, and she still chooses to fight for you, because a woman only fights for the man she truly wants to be with. So if she no longer fights for you when things get hard, it's because she no longer wants to be kept by you. If I ever say I love you more, I don't just mean I love you more than you love me. I mean I love you more than all the bad days ahead of us. I mean I love you more than any distance between us. I love you more than any person who tries to get between us. I love you more than any fight we ever have. I love you more than any imperfection you think you have. I mean I love you more than I love myself. I mean I love you more than everything.
All that matters in this life is how you see yourself. It doesn't matter how boring your weekends are, how big your circle is, how many people tied up to a birthday party. How do you see yourself? How do you feel when you go to bed every single night, knowing that you did your best at getting through yet another day? How do you pick yourself up when you feel down? How do you look at your future in full confidence, knowing you're about to get everything you want? All of the things that you so desperately seek within other people already exist within you, babe. It's just time you finally let yourself receive it. All that matters in this life is how you see yourself. It doesn't matter how boring your weekends are, how big your circle is, how many people tied up to a birthday party. How do you see yourself? How do you feel when you go to bed every single night, knowing that you did your best at getting through yet another day? How do you pick yourself up when you feel down? How do you look at your future in full confidence, knowing you're about to get everything you want? All of the things that you so desperately seek within other people already exist within you, babe. It's just time you finally let yourself receive it. Remember that time that you were super heartbroken and you thought you'd never recover and your life was over? Well, guess what? You're still here. You wake up every day despite every bad thing that's ever happened to you and decide to keep moving forward? What? Do you know how hard that is? And every day, the more steps you take, the closer you are to achieving the life that you dream of? Wow. Success is 5% brains and 95% consistency. So no, you don't need to be naturally talented, blessed, and photogenic. You get to create your own opportunities no matter who you are or where you come from. The possibilities for you are endless. Weak men focus on women. Women focus on strong men. Strong men focus on their mission. But the greatest men, they transcend the need for validation. They focus on creating a legacy that outlives them, a purpose so unwavering that it inspires generations. Live for a purpose greater than yourself, and the world will unavoidably focus on you. One day you will be the best thing that ever happened to someone. Until then, be the best for yourself, for your own sanity. Just let life happen as it will. Don't overthink things that are out of your control. Every interaction shapes us in some way, and that is what growing up really means. Finding meaning in every moment, and embracing the person we become through it all. Isn't it crazy how we will never be as young as we are right now? How this exact moment will never come again? We spend so much time waiting for the perfect time to start living, only to realize too late that time doesn't wait for us. We delay adventures, save our best outfits for later dates. Right now, we're the youngest we'll ever be, the freest we'll ever feel. These days we take for granted will one day be the stories we tell. The moments we'll ache to relive, just to hear the laughter again, to hold the people we love a little longer. Time moves so quietly, doesn't it? We don't notice it slipping away until it's gone, until the days we thought we'd have forever became just a memory. So don't wait. Don't wait to say, I love you. Don't wait to chase what sets your soul on fire. Don't wait to forgive, to let go, to take that leap of faith. This life isn't about waiting. It's about living. Messy, imperfect, beautiful living. Because one day we'll look back and realize that these ordinary moments were the ones that mattered most. That being here, being alive, was the gift we never truly appreciated.
Seize today, because this very moment is all we have. This is all we get. The more you grow up, the more you realize none of us are easy to be with. We all suffer from something. We're all carrying something. Anxiety, past traumas, insecurities, fears. The journey of becoming, it's messy, it's complicated, it's human. It's not about finding someone without baggage. That person doesn't exist. It's about finding someone who is willing to unpack alongside you. Real love, real friendship, real connection is not about being easy to be with. It's about choosing each other, flaws and all, every single day. It's about creating a safe space where both of you can be unapologetically human. We are all works in progress. We are all a little hard to be with sometimes, and that's okay. We are not unified by perfection. We are unified by our shared imperfections, our shared struggles, and our shared humanity. Understand that the cracks in our armor don't make us weak. They make us real. And real is where true connection begins.
You have to stop making decisions based on your current life experience, and instead stop pursuing the goals and routines of your ideal self. It's the only way you'll actually become there. Your past has no business here. It didn't get you to where you wanted to be, so why are you still focusing on it? Nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to take a different route. In order to get something different, you have to completely shift what you've been doing so far. Would your most successful self be complaining all day? Asking for a break? Wishing they didn't have to work? No. So why have you?
And finally, you didn't reply to my last message. And I didn't send again. We just disappeared from each other's worlds. I used to want to find an answer, but now I realize there's no need for me to ask. Because when I look back, every detail was actually the answer. I don't know what I want anymore. I thought I wanted you, but I'm not so sure now. And I know you will never be mine. But still, I close my eyes and imagine how beautiful it would be if we were together. In my imagination, the world seems to pause, and everything feels right. But then reality tugs at my sleeve, reminding me of what separated us. Now I know that some stories are meant to remain untold, and some lovers are meant to linger in the silent corners of our hearts. There are two things we should never have to chase: true friends and true love. People make time for who they want to make time for. When someone tells you they are too busy, believe them. Don't try to force them to make time for you. If they want to, they will. It hurts. But you can't force someone to have feelings for you. You should not have to beg someone to love you. You should not have to beg someone to care. You should not have to beg someone to try. You should not have to beg someone to talk to you. And you should not have to beg someone to put you first. Don't let people be a priority in your life when they treat you like an option. Don't beg someone to stay when all they want to do is leave. Instead, hold open the door for them. His question is deep, but tell me, if you could go back in time to one day in your life and relive one single moment, what would it be? One of the greatest tragedies in life is having a romantic heart and a mature mind in the same body. The heart dreams in poetry. It wants late-night confessions, love letters written in the margins of time, and promises whispered like secrets meant to last forever. It aches to believe in the beauty of what could be, but the mind knows better. It carries the scars of lessons learned, the weight of broken trust, the logic that keeps the heart from jumping into the unknown. And so, you walk through life, caught in the tension of wanting to believe in fairy tales, but knowing the truth about reality. You crave the spark of reckless love, but find yourself hesitating at the edge of every leap. Because being both the dreamer and the realist means you feel everything twice. The hope, the doubt, the joy, the fear, and maybe that's what makes you special, the courage to keep believing in love, even when your mind reminds you of all the reasons not to. I have to be honest with you. I think about you a lot. In the morning, when I wake up, at the end of my day, right before I got to sleep, and during the day, in between everything, it's you. In English we say, "You're beautiful." But Dostoevsky said, "I look at you and genuinely wonder how every person who has ever had the joy of meeting you hasn't fallen, at least a little, in love with you." A smart woman can make a poor man a millionaire. An empty-headed beauty can make a millionaire a beggar. One woman is enough for a man with plans, and one man is enough for a woman that respects her body. We flirt with beauty, but we marry behavior. If you found someone good, why are you trying to look for someone better? Infidelity is a choice, not a mistake. Marriage isn't a diploma, but a contract that must be carefully read and respected. Separation is painful, but getting rid of someone who doesn't respect you, who doesn't care about you, it's a temporary pain, followed by a long-term happiness. A partner is not a trophy to display, but a mirror reflecting your choices and your worth. Don't let fleeting desires destroy what loyalty could nurture. The right person will challenge you to grow, honor your boundaries, and stand by you. Remember, respect is the foundation, love is the pillar, and trust is the glue that holds it all together. Choose wisely, because forever is a long time to spend with the wrong person. It took me 3 years to understand this. You can't force someone to love you. I spent so much time fighting for one-sided affections, trying to prove my worth to people who clearly didn't see what I was offering them. I thought that if I was kind enough, caring enough, present enough, maybe they'd end up seeing in me what I hoped they'd see. But the harsh reality is that you can't beg for love. These 3 years have been a journey, a series of lessons learned in pain and hope. And you are one of the persons who figured that out. I finally understood that love has to be reciprocal to be true. It has to come naturally, without you having to overexert yourself, or lose yourself in the process. I learned the signs to recognize unrequited love, to listen to my intuition, and whispers that I deserve better. I have learned that my self-esteem doesn't depend on the approval of others. I have learned to love myself, to recognize my own merits without needing someone else to validate them. 11 things people learn too late in life. 1. The less you say, the more your words will matter. 2. Don't take everything personally. Not everyone thinks about you as much as you do. 3. When you focus on problems, you'll have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you'll have more opportunities. 4. No matter how much it hurts now, someday you will look back and realize your struggle changed your life for the better. 5. You meet people for a reason. Either you need them to change your life, or you're the one that will change theirs. 6. Never be afraid to try something new. Life gets boring when you stay within the limits of what you already know. 7. You will never truly know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. 8. Once you begin to take note of the things you are grateful for, you begin to lose sight of the things that you lack. 9. If you do not have control over your mouth, you do not have control over your future. 10. Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. 11. The only person you have to face in the morning is yourself. I read a quote that said, "Trust the overthinker who tells you they love you. They have, most assuredly, thought of every reason not to." Just a reminder. No one prepared you for what you were going to go through. There was no way you could have been prepared. And you still handled it with grace. And you still did the best that you could. And that is enough. You have survived 100% of your worst days. And you are still here. I don't care if you are low right now. I don't care where on that spectrum you are at. You are still here. After all of that. I am so proud of you. If no one's told you lately, I am so proud of you. Isn't it strange how some friendships just fade? Back then, you couldn't imagine a life without them, but life happens. Different cities, different dreams. The calls get shorter, the texts become less frequent. And one day you realize it's been months since you last spoke. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, not with a fight or a bang, not loud or messy, but a gentle drifting away, like watching the tide pull back, slowly erasing the footprints you once made together, until all that's left is a ghost of what was. A quiet ache where connection used to be. It's not that they changed, or that you did. Maybe it's time, maybe it's life, or maybe some people are only meant to stay for a season. Not forever, but long enough to teach you something. And that's the bittersweet beauty of it. Some friendships don't end with a goodbye said out loud or door slammed shut, but with a window quietly closing until it's fully closed. After that, all that's left is the memory of who you were back when you were inseparable. And maybe that's okay.
Suicide is a permanent solution to temporary problems. If you're that depressed, reach out to someone. Remember, for the people that are in their 20s, stressing about not having any friends, not liking their life, not having gotten far enough yet, you are just starting your life right now. Because think about it. The first 10 years of your life, you're a literal child. The second 10 years of your life, you're in school, you're going through puberty, you still weren't even a fully functioning human being yet. You were learning about yourself and your body, you were still developing. In the first few years of your 20s, in the lead up to your 20s even, you were figuring out your career. You were probably still in education, you were probably having work experience. You were only just starting to step into the real world. You were probably just having your first experience with making money in your early 20s. And so now you're 25 and you have officially just started your life. Your frontal lobe of your brain has just developed at this age. You are finally a fully grown adult who has had experience in friendship, in education, in work, with money, in having your own freedom and being able to go out into the world alone. So why are you criticizing yourself for not having it all figured out when up until this point you were just growing? You have had such minimal life experience up until this age. Now is when you start, because now is when you finally have all of the tools to be able to start. You look at your life and think that you're having a quarter-life crisis, but you haven't even lived a quarter of your life because majority of it, you were a literal child. There is nothing you could have done. Those who died yesterday had plans for this morning. And those who died this morning had plans for tonight. Don't take life for granted. In the blink of an eye, everything can change. So forgive often and love with all your heart. You'll never know if you'll have the chance to do it again. Today, there is no time. Tomorrow, there will be no energy. And the day after tomorrow, we may no longer be here. So don't delay anything. Live in the now. You see, the thing about... There are plenty of ways to die, but only love can kill and keep you alive to feel it.